We on. How's your chair feel?
My butt hurt.
I didn't give you a cushion.
I ain't got no ass.
I think. All right, we gonna get some better chairs soon.
I'm sorry,
ladies and gentlemen. Since this might not be the most comfortable situation we have here, everything else is fine. I think it's just the chairs for Jasmine, but other than that, I think everything is okay. She's fine with everything else.
She did a marvelous job.
It's always, I guess, the chairs. It's a sitting situation.
Always a sitting situation for us.
I gotta fix, and I will fix that. I'll get us better chairs.
Isn't that always my thing though? I'm like, but I think like because the chairs I be wanting, they like pretty chairs.
You just never satisfied.
No,
like
that's
what's that Prince? Just like my mother. She never satisfied.
I'm gonna tell Mama Chula you said that.
I'm never satisfied. The doves cry.
But no, I think like that is like the only thing we ever. And then I'm like you got the white tables this time, so that was good. Cause like I have this vision of what I want, like the office to look like.
You know that's just bullshit, just for advertisement, like just white you know how much 10-11 care goes into taking care of anything that's white. People it's just
we've been making it with our white
you know how much scrubbing I gotta do to maintain this level of cleanliness? That's just me having OCD tendencies.
Anyways.
You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. I don't know if it'll be white still. Oh,
we're not gonna go there.
Too soon?
We're not gonna do this because we were gonna come on here and talk about being a great couple.
There's no such thing.
Or at least not wanting to kill each other during the quarantine.
There's no such thing as a great couple. I don't think everybody got their quirks, and I'm sure people are definitely being tested now when you in this quarantine and you got to be with your significant other day in and day out.
I just don't get it though. Like, this is my thing. So today we saw, and I'm sure it was possibly
fuck. Sorry, everybody, we back. I just gotta introduce us. I'm like, shit.
What?
Why did you stop talking. Me? I'm sorry, Jasmine.
Hey y'all,
we back once again. We're trying to do this every week, but it's tough life. We've been doing other things, so it is what it is.
We're working on the back end of the business.
They're working on the back end, doing different things. So we're back at it again. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't hesitate to subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff.
And we're available on Apple Music, Spotify. And
are we on a Google thing?
No, but
Google Podcasts?
I can.
All right, if we're not on Google Podcasts, we're going to be on there.
If y'all want us to be on
there,
let us know if you like listening or looking at us more. Because,
or both. Are you a voyeur? You can watch us.
Barry has an OnlyFans page.
I don't got an OnlyFans page. I don't have an OnlyFans page. I'm actually borrowing one.
Right. So, back to what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. I'm joking.
It was rude. I'm sorry. that was rude.
But, so, scrolling Instagram today, and I'm sure it was clickbait, but I saw where apparently this week Jada Pinkett Smith is going to be talking about, how her and Will are doing in the quarantine. But like the headline and like what she left, like the clutch thing she said was like, I don't even know him. What I'm realizing is I don't even know him. Now, yes, keep in mind I said this may have been clickbait, that the episode hadn't come out as of us taping, so I haven't watched it.
What was the thing about the intimacy? Was it?
She had an intimacy coach on the show, but she didn't say like, so layers. But so they've been married for like 20 some odd years, and like her to say like she feels like she didn't know him, especially from like all the talks and stuff that they've said they've had and all that kind of stuff, like just from previous seasons on the show. Mm-hmm. It's just weird to me. Especially too, like seeing people like say like they can't deal with their spouse and they live in like a compound or like a 5-bedroom home. Like me and Barry, we live and we have a 4-bedroom house, but like, well, 3 of the rooms are furnished. One of them is kind of just like our room that we're turning into something else. But regardless of that, like, there's upstairs, there's downstairs, there's 3 different rooms for us to go to. Like, y'all have all this money and all this space, and like you're saying, like you can't deal with being around the person. Like, I just don't understand that.
Here's the thing. This is what I gather, especially because you stopped me. You was like, "Yo, Barry, we should talk about this. Check this." And I'm like, "What's this?"
Because I think it's bullshit.
So they put it together. They chop it up. Hey, you know, being stuck. You with your other. And then she all of a sudden, I felt like I don't know him. And this is the only thing. This is my. How can I say? This is maybe me bailing her out a little bit. I'm trying to understand from her perspective. So I'm really trying to think about this. Maybe. This is what I said to you earlier. Maybe it's because if you're in a relationship with somebody and you guys both have opposing careers, meaning
she's no longer an actress.
No, she's doing her thing. You spend a lot of time doing your thing, so y'all don't spend that much time constantly together for periods of time. Mm-hmm. Now that y'all have no choice, both of y'all careers are on hold. Now you have to be in this, you know what I'm saying, at the same time constantly. So maybe certain cues, certain things you haven't really paid attention to before, you see now, and now maybe that's making you crazy. That's the only thing I could think of that would make me say, okay, I understand what you're saying, but my nigga, 20 years though?
Yeah.
In 20 years span, really, like, this is the only time you got to see this nigga scratches his ass and sniffs it, and you don't like that shit, you know what I'm saying? Or he rubs his balls the wrong way, or he, you know what I'm saying? He likes to do weird shit, and now it's like, I didn't really like you like to do weird shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I could really think from her perspective, you know what I mean? And to make it make sense to me. Yeah. Outside of that, like, if you're not used to being with your spouse like this, like, y'all got some other issues. Like, you got to spend time to really understand the people. Don't just think, oh, the quarantine is making you crazy. You don't want to be around this person. I guess that's the only thing I can think of that can apply to regular people, too. Yeah. Y'all just work so much. Y'all don't have time to be with each other.
Yeah.
But for us, I'm with your ass every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really.
If anything, now it's like we have so much time that, like, I'm like, Barry, I want to go cuddle. Let's stop doing what we're doing and let's go cuddle. And Barry's like,
you haven't said that many times.
I haven't said it that many times, but when I have said it, you're like, what are you doing? Like, because that's not normally me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't even remember you even saying that.
I didn't say let's go cuddle, but like today, I was like, let's spend some time. You got some time? Let's spend some time.
This is not. This is.
And then when we laid down, what did you say?
That's bullshit. This is what you say. Hey, Barry, what you doing? I say, I'm doing this. Okay, so what you doing after that? Well, I got to do this. All right, so after that, just say what you want.
Well, I'm trying to see, like, what you have it, like, just like you asked me this morning. Hey, are you in a meeting? Like, before you came downstairs to talk to me. I'm making sure your schedule, like, what you're doing isn't something that you have to be doing right now.
I'm asking if you in the meeting just so I don't come down and say something or do something. Because you know me, I'm liable to do some stupid shit. And then I don't want to embarrass you in the meeting. So I got to check how warm the water is before I just say, hey, my nigga, cocksucker. And start screaming shit out. And that, people in your meetings like, did he say cocksucker?
Yeah, just for that.
You know what I'm saying? I'll call you a cocksucker and people just be like, but I don't want to do that while you're in a meeting with, you know, clients and important people.
Yeah.
You know? And nobody wants to hear just cocksucker randomly out of nowhere.
And because they don't know the context from it. So even people listening to it now are probably like, he just walked down the stairs and called her a cocksucker.
Even people watching this right now.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Listen to the podcast is like, did this nigga just call her
like, what's going on?
Her cocksucker on a regular?
So now you have to tell them what that means, where that came from. Because it sounds crazy that you just...
right, shit. And I'm not calling it a cocksucker because you just suck cock. That's not. That's not. That's not
I'm
why.
So sorry, that was so loud.
Yeah, I'm not calling you a cocksucker because you just love sucking cock. That's not what I mean.
It's not that.
All right. I listen to other podcasts. I'm a podcast junkie. Podcast junkie for shit that I like. So I listen to a lot of different podcasts. Different, comedians have podcasts. But one of my favorites is a comedian that goes by the name of Joey Diaz. Mm-hmm. And he's a very unapologetic, straightforward, this guy, he just says a lot of funny shit.
Crazy stuff.
And he's my type of humor. So he said, hey, what's up, cocksuckers? Oh, you going, two things you was having today.
That's what he calls
you
his
going to suck my
base.
dick? And if you don't like it, you still going to suck my dick. And he just says funny shit. Like,
crazy
to me,
shit.
That's funny. I laugh at that type of stuff. So when he calls me, hey, what's up, cocksucker? But when that's like saying, hey, what's up, my nigga? That's what that means. But you know that.
I know that.
I couldn't say that to somebody.
Like,
I couldn't bring those type of jokes that we do around people that don't know us.
Yeah.
Even people that do know us sometimes. I can't just say, yo, Jasmine, or yo, Jack, cocksucker. Or what's up, cocksucker? I'll message, and they gonna be like, niggas gonna do a double take, like when you hear the club, the record niggas gonna be like,
did he just
go hard, cocksucker?
Yeah,
cocksucker, but not cocksucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's up, my nigga?
It's a term of endearment for him now.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty much what it is. So if you, not saying you're gonna hear me say that, but if you,
they heard you say it already. So
I'm talking about in person, like we just in passing. I'm just not gonna call you cocksucker in the street.
Yeah, no, he don't do that.
Yeah.
But he's right though. Like the both of us are very bad at that. Like I'll come in and say some crazy stuff while he's on the phone, and like he'll just come in and say some crazy stuff.
When have you said something crazy?
I don't know.
You just call me an asshole. That's probably the extent.
I mean, I've never like said nothing crazy like call you a cocksucker. I might have walked in while you were talking to somebody and was just like loud and just saying whatever. Or I might have been repeating a joke to you before, like, and not know you was on the phone or whatever the case is, like,
People might think this is weird, but even sometimes when you call my brother, the first thing you say, yo, like, fuck you, Kirk.
Yo, Kirk, F you.
F you. And that's like our inside, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit, you got me.
Yeah.
Before you even say, yo, man, F you. And it's like, it's one of those things just to throw you off. It just lightens the mood.
Yeah.
Maybe for some people it don't.
We got it short.
Don't worry about it. It's set. The set sometimes the shit. You know what I'm saying? Our energy might be going. I don't know. But it happens.
Yeah. But yeah. So what were we talking about before you said cocksucker?
Jasmine, I don't remember. And I assume we were discussing learning the person you with during the quarantine.
Yeah.
Like that Jada shit. I can't completely call it bullshit, but it's bullshit to me because it doesn't apply to us. But I was trying to understand her perspective, trying to think of it another way. And
true. You tell me this all the time. Like, I have to be able to look at things from other people's perspective.
Yeah.
But I just cannot see. Like, I just can't see. And again, we still don't know exactly what she was talking about. She could have been talking about something completely different. But I just can't see feeling that way about somebody just because you have to spend more time with them. If anything, like, I just feel like it opens up, not that, yes, that you're still learning somebody because you're learning them like for your whole life. Like, I'm not going to be the same person at 50 that I am now at 30, hopefully,
Yeah, you hope not.
So, I get that part of it, but just when someone says they feel like they didn't know you, like, to me, those words sound like words of betrayal.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah. That's what makes that's what I say when you said it's kind of clickbait. It's like you could have used another word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the way they gave it shock value, like I feel like I don't know him. It's
Yeah.
like, what did you find out? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like,
saying?
what did you
He
not
likes,
know?
He like midget porn or some weird like. This is the way it was presented is like she found out some foul shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I didn't know he did this. Like,
Yeah.
if you talking about she closing like, yeah, I didn't know he likes sandwich with his crust cut off, and all of a sudden, or he leaves some obscure shit.
Yeah,
that's gonna be like, come on, my nigga.
Like, you got us.
But if it's just some real ill shit, like some deep shit,
then it's like, oh, okay, I can see how this could have changed.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think too, like, for us, or at least for me, quarantine has kind of been like good, just because we don't have nothing to do but talk to each other. Like, we can't go out and like do stuff, and you know what I mean? Like, so I've been like more open with what I've been talking to you about.
Yeah, you have. You have. And to the point where you have just revealed some things that you never revealed for me before, that you've been keeping in over the years. And I'm just like, but you know what's crazy? I knew, I had a feeling because somebody else told me, but I'm just like, now that you
confessed,
to the betrayal.
No, for real. Like, so after I told you, and I'll kind of go tell you what I told him, but after I told you, and you kind of like I saw you taking it in, I felt like you felt like it was a betrayal. Like, I the way you looked, and it could have just been because of like all the different things that happened, and you were like, I wasn't crazy. So it could have been like your realization face that I was seeing, but like it looked like you were like,
I think you were just reacting to your guilt.
Possibly.
That's all that was. Don't put this shit on me.
The release of my guilt also. But no, you did really look like, for lack of better words, like this bitch. Like, but not like that you were saying that, but just like,
listen,
what
before
I mean?
you get into some details, the way you set it up, and this is how women are, like, y'all will start, you know what I'm saying, doing some light serves. You know, in tennis, and I don't know the rules of tennis. I'm not Sharapova or whatever, Serena Williams. I don't understand, but I can understand how you do some light, and then you go,
it's like,
pow! That's what you did. I see you serving up some shit, like you asking me questions. You like, so, da, 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 da. And I'm just like, where is she going with this? Because I know Jasmine, when you just don't start asking questions to ask questions. You know what I'm saying? You ask questions to dig, or you have some type of other, ulterior motive. You know what I mean? So I felt something was brewing in your mind, but I just didn't know what it was. So I'm going to leave that there.
So, so as y'all know, me and Barry, we've been together for a long time. And for a long time in the beginning, it was just he and I. And then he met some friends at work, like a coworker at work, and they started hanging out. And long story short, like he had other people to hang out with and all that kind of stuff. And he had gone to a bachelor party, and then he came home from the bachelor party, and he told me about like stuff that had happened or whatever.
Are we missing parts?
Well, I'm starting there to go back. Like, I'm giving them a lay of the land without saying what it is yet.
Oh, I got you.
So he went to the party, whatever. Then like a few weeks later, Barry had broke his phone, and he had, like, at that time, we had Sprint. And they mailed the phone to us instead of us being able to go pick it up. Mm-hmm. So I had got off of work early. I had came home, got the mail, because I knew the phone was there, because I got the notification since you didn't have a phone.
Yeah.
So I had got the notification that the phone's there, and I was like, oh, this is going to be so cool. When Barry gets home from work, I have the phone already activated for him, so all he has to do is come home and log into his stuff. Mm-hmm. So I did that. And then in the midst of doing that, he got a text message. And when he got the text message, it wasn't a number that I recognized. So I was like, well, who is this? Mm-hmm. So I texted back and I said, who is this? And so they wrote back, Kiwi. I'm like, who the fuck is Kiwi? I don't know nobody named Kiwi. So I deleted the messages, and in my head I'm like, oh, this nigga fucking cheating. Like already in my head, I'm just like, oh, I done caught him. I knew it. I done caught him. So
this is one of those things. It's the moment I've been waiting for. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because like, well, they don't know, but you know, like what like our first few years were, just because of like me kind of like trying to get out of the trauma of my past relationships, and then like your friends and all that kind of stuff. So you know what that was. But so so I took the girl's number down, and I had to go back to work. I was just like on my lunch break or something like that. But so I went back to work. Whole way I'm like, oh, this nigga fucking cheating. I can't believe this. I'm just like over. I'm done. So I get to work and I Google her, and Google the number. And so the number happened to come up on like a Craigslist post. So this girl was selling, like, she's an artist or whatever, and was selling like paint and stuff on the Craigslist post. But it had her real name in the post. So I took her name and then found her on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So when I found her on Facebook, her page was private, and I couldn't really like see what I wanted to see. Like I needed to see like if they were friends or like how he knew her. Like I just needed to see like who it was so I can know like how I'm gonna hit him with this. Mm-hmm. So I logged into his Facebook and added her as a friend. Mm-hmm. Mind you, by this point, he had come home, so he had his cell phone. You might not even have logged back into Facebook, but in my head, like, okay, I got to stay on here, so when he sees that she accepts it, I can delete the notification. It won't come up on the phone. So I did that. Private eye stuff. So I made them friends, whatever, and then, like, I didn't really say nothing about it to him. I just kind of like in my head I already knew what was happening, so I was just like I'm a wait, and I'm gonna just like I'm trying to calculate like what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna bring it up, because I'm like, if Barry finds out that I went through his phone, then he's gonna be pissed. If Barry finds out that I added this girl on Facebook, he's gonna be pissed. Mm-hmm. Like all these things and all these reasons of why he's gonna be pissed. So then, so I get home and I haven't said anything to him about it or whatever. So like, it turns out that the Kiwi girl was a girl that was at the bachelor party, and he had told me about the girl, and like she was like real drunk, and I guess like she couldn't find her phone. And so she had used his phone to get the phone number, or use his phone to find her phone. And
I was doing a good deed.
Yeah.
Girl lost her phone. I was in the area. She was like, "Hey, I missed my phone. Do you mind if you know what I'm saying? I use the phone to call it.
Yeah.
And see if it ring. Sure, no problem. Not thinking nothing of it."
And from there, when he told me like that had happened, because he said it just like he said it just now, like just like I need to find like. He's at the barbecue and she can't find her phone. She need to use his phone. But so in my head, I'm like,
immediately I understand. Which now thinking back at Jasmine's like, oh, this bitch is running game.
Exactly. And I said that to you, didn't I?
And you did. I wasn't thinking of it like that. I'm just me doing a good. Now that I expressed it to you, the context of how everything transpired.
We'll get there.
Now it makes sense.
Now everything makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? But before I'm doing a good deed, it's whatever. It's no big deal. Who would have thought this person would have just, you know what I'm saying, saved my information?
Yeah.
And then, continue.
So, we had an argument before, and I think I might have brought the argument back up, or whatever the case was, but some kind of way, I had brought up the fact of like people saving phone numbers of people who they don't plan on talking to again. Remember? Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, so my friend said, like, I had made up a whole scenario. Like, my friend said her boyfriend did this, but like I had put it in our situation to get your answer from it. And I remember, I was like, yeah, so like, if you don't plan on talking to somebody, like, would you keep their number in your phone? And you were like, yeah, so I'll know not to answer it.
Also, I know who it is.
Right. And then so after we had that conversation, I was like, this nigga running game. He must know.
But that concept didn't make sense to you?
No, it didn't. Because to me, I would just block the number.
Okay.
So in my head, I'm like, oh, he must know. Like, I'm gonna stop asking questions because he must already know what I'm getting at. Like, he must know. In my head, I'm like, he must know that the girl texted him or whatever the case was. So, I think I had heard you even talking to your friend about her, like how she found you on Facebook and stuff like that. Like, you like, I don't even know the girl. How did she find me? How did she know my name?
Listen, and to that, Jasmine, I've never had a conversation with this person. So my thing was, when I got a message out of nowhere on Facebook, message like, and she hit me with the, oh, now you want to talk to me? Now you know who I am? So all this time, I'm like, first off, I'm like,
I don't know you.
I don't, like, when did I speak to you? Or when did you I don't understand. Secondly, how did you find me on Facebook? You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm like, how the fuck? So I hit my mans up like, yo, you know such and such. That she, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? And his friend don't got it because he don't know her. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, how did this person track me down? Did you even know my name? You even know my name? Like, my real. So that shit tripped me out already.
So Barry, in that same conversation of Barry saying like, you know, how did
did I ask you?
In that same conversation of me being like, yeah, would you save the number? Barry was like, yeah, you know what's crazy? Somebody added me on Facebook, but I don't even know how they found me, and I didn't add them as a friend, so I don't even know how we're friends. And at that time, and even now a little bit more, but like at that time, Barry was like strictly. Like, I just have a profile. Like, he barely used his social media at all.
Just to contact my friends.
So I was like, oh, yeah, you know. And it wasn't a lie, but it was a lie. But it was around.
You told a lie, nigga.
It was.
You lied.
But it was around the time.
Tell him to lie.
It was around the time when Facebook started doing the suggestions of friends or whatever. So I was like, oh, you know, they got that new suggestion app thing, and like they add people that you may know anyways automatically.
So now you thinking now, you know how crazy that is, right? You made up a whole algorithm for how Facebook works. Made this bullshit to tell me because of what you did, some covert op shit. You made up a whole thing, and guess what my crazy ass did? I believed it, and believed it to the point where I spoke to one of my friends. I was like, my homeboy, and I was like, yo, man, you ever, like, I don't know, how did this person contact me? He was like, hey, man, do you think your girl, Jasmine, you think she would have access to your social media and might have contacted this person? I'm like, in my mind, no, she's not like that. Like, and I have nothing to hide anyway. Like, why would she even have to do that? Doesn't make sense. Me not knowing that you went in contact, but you did all of this stuff. This person texts me, and you was under the impression of why this person texts me. I don't even know why he texts me. I never spoke to them before. Yeah. So I'm like, there was a random text anyway. It just so happened to be a weird timing that this person texted you while you was fixing my phone. I'm just like, not knowing all of this. So I'm oblivious to all of this.
Because it was like the message came in like right when you would have been getting off of work, and like, you know what I mean? Like,
I got no phone for days.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not worried about a phone. You know me. I was like, cool. This is actually liberating.
But
you know what I'm saying? I don't have my GPS.
I wasn't thinking about none of that.
Yeah, so you immediately went crazy, and now, right, understandably so. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You protected your own, but you went full throttle.
So how it ended, basically, like after we had the conversation where I was like, well, would you save the number? Why would you save the number? And he asked me the question. Like a couple of days later, I had looked at his phone again because I was like, oh, I need to see what's going on. Mm-hmm. And the number was deleted. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just drop it. I ain't going to say nothing. Like nothing really came of it. And it was never like you would be out by yourself. Like we were together all the time, other than when you were with your friend. But like, I still, like, you call me when you're out, text me when you're out. Like we always were in contact with each other anyways. So it was, I had a moment that I wasn't proud of after the fact. And so now
I immediately thought the person was crazy, so I got rid of every, you know what I'm saying? I unfriended the number that was in my phone with this person. I got rid of. I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like what?
Yeah. And so for years, like when I say years, I think that happened in like 2013. So literally from 2013 until now, I would just randomly be like, "So, Barry, you ever cheated on me?"
Yeah, you would do just random shit. And me,
like trying to catch him up.
Nothing. It doesn't bother me. I just okay. I know it's just you, just being you. So I'm just like, I never felt like, what's wrong? Like, what is she digging? Like, what's really happening here? I never crossed my mind, so I never thought nothing of it.
Yeah.
But now understanding his backstory in terms of what you did, I was just like, oh, she been harboring this stuff for years and just never spoke about it. And I can understand why, because you told me that you was feeling like, how you was afraid how I would have reacted back then. And I understand I probably would have reacted, very poorly.
Yeah.
And just was like, you know what, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you think. You know what I'm saying? And truly nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing happened. So I was like, damn, where is this coming from? So and a part of me, when he was telling me the story, it filled in a lot of holes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, so this is why this happened. I'm like, what the fuck? And this is why she was acting like this. And so everything started making sense. And I was just like, oh my goodness, she thought this. And it's so funny because one of my friend of mine that was hanging out with at the time, he said, maybe, man, she might have did this. And I was like, Jasmine is not like that. And I was wrong. Jasmine, I defended you.
I know. I feel so bad.
And I was just like, damn. But now think about it. I didn't think I didn't feel a certain way when I'm like, I get it. It's whatever.
But I feel like that's grown Barry. Like now, like back then, like you hated even the thought of social media. Like if when I told you like this girl was calling me a bitch or whatever on Facebook, you were like, yeah, that's girl stuff. I don't want to hear it. Like you literally would just be like,
I'm like, this is not the real world. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now social media grown into that. So social media is society now. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. Back then, I was like, man, this shit is fake. Come on now.
It was the same thing then, not as extreme.
Fucking keyboard warriors don't mean shit. It didn't. But now keyboard warriors could break down shit. You know what I'm saying? They could revolt and start acting up and acting outraged and getting stuff changed. Shit, it's a different culture now. But this was the beginning of that, and people, feeding into this mind state. So I was just like, come on, Jasmine, this shit is bullshit. Like, it's not what you think it is. So I never fed into it.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is.
So
you wasn't wrong. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really see that the girl's running game and she actually kept my number and did all. I wasn't aware of that. You know what I mean? I just thought I was doing somebody a solid.
So once I told him what happened, he filled in the gaps of what happened that day.
And maybe it was me not explaining, but I filled in some gaps. I told you, how everything transpired and what was going on.
Yeah.
At the barbecue and after the bachelor party. What was so I'm like, well,
because remember I was telling you, like, I thought it was like everybody, it's the party in full swing. She can't find her phone. Instead of asking the people she came with, she asked you. But when you told me, like, it was when everybody was leaving out.
And I'm helping, cleaning up shit. And she's looking for, I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I could have easily just said, all right, fuck you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, she can't find her shit. I'm taking this plate of this pan of chicken. You. And I was just like, yo, you good? And she's like, oh, man. And I was like, all right, here. You know what I'm saying? Use my phone, call it, and you can find it.
And at the time, too, I wasn't thinking, like, that's Barry just being Barry. Like, cause you just a helpful ass nigga. Like, you can't help it. At the time, I was like, oh, hell no. This nigga think I'm stupid. Like.
It's hard to say, but that's typical, you know what I'm saying? Women shit. I get it. It is what it is, Jasmine. And I understand. And me knowing that level of craziness, and I wouldn't call it crazy. It's crazy. How you went through all of that. I immediately called you Carol Bassett. You know what I'm saying? From goddamn Baskins from the Tiger Hunt. I'm like, man, this bitch is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
He called me Carol Baskins like 3 times this week.
You know what I'm saying? You could do some shit under my nose, not knowing. You know what I'm saying? You could.
I don't think
now that
I've told you what I did, like I feel like if something like that happened now, then you would know. You would immediately come to me and be like, "Don't lie, like you did it." You know what I mean? So like, I feel like me not telling you kind of was
me
my
knowing
way.
now what you're capable of.
But I also feel like you slick knew, like, cause I'm always like, oh yeah, I'm a detective. I'm find this. I'm find that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you knew my capabilities, but you didn't know that I do that or that I had done that.
Or you would do it to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing that. I'm not thinking about that type of shit.
But also, I ain't never came home and be like, oh yeah, this dude had to use my phone to find his phone. So, and then randomly that same person contacts me 2 weeks
but
ago.
if you gave me freaking
I never gave you a reason.
No, I'm talking if you gave me context, like you know what I'm saying, maybe you understand the context of how everything was, so you immediately thought something foul play. You know what I'm saying, as opposed to taking my word for it, and that's what it was. But other things came out later. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? And immediately I would have thought the same thing. Yeah. If I had my phone, I'm like, why are you texting me? This is mid. I would be like, who the fuck is she? Why is she? What the fuck? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait, what? You
in my head, I was like, oh, Barry done went out. He done made some new friends. He done found another girl he want to be with.
And let's get into that friend thing. Yeah, mind you, when you say that, I have friends, but his
friends were in New
York. My friends was in a different state, so you know, I spent a lot of time hanging out with Jasmine. I had other friends I made when I moved here, but I didn't hang out with them as frequently as I did Jasmine. So, you know what I'm saying? We hung out all the time. That was our friendship. That was our bond. You know what I mean? So even when I work with people, I work with a lot of older people. So the gentleman, you know, dude I was kicking was an older dude. So I'm hanging out with him and a few older friends. I'm a 24-year-old, you know, young man hanging out with 35-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was a different, you know, movement. And so, you know, Jasmine's now, she's experiencing different things. Like first Barry's kicking it, you know what I'm saying, with me, but now he's out, you know, chilling. And I'm just like, and Jasmine, she was at the beginning, she was like, yo, I want you to, you know, chill. Maybe, I don't know if you, maybe she didn't like the fact that we was hanging out so much. She didn't really, I guess maybe you thought negatively of us hanging out all the time. Maybe you thinking I was my, you know what I'm saying? I was your only friend. You know what I'm saying?
Me and you hanging out. Yeah.
So I'm like,
I just was like, because I had my friends and I know how you are about like your friends and people you call friends.
Yeah, because I have my own friends, so that doesn't.
And I was just like, I didn't want it to be where you only hang out with just me. Like I wanted you to have like guy friends and stuff like that.
I have guy friends, like, you know.
But here I'm saying,
yeah, like, I had a few, but I didn't hang out with them like that, and it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
but
thought
to me, I was
your mind was going to a little bit too deep into it.
Yeah,
than it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
you thought a little bit too.
I was just like, I don't want him to be dependent
when I'm
on
out,
me.
You like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Now you can't function because you used to me being around. So now I'm out. I'm checking. I'm not. So I'm just like, I didn't even care to be out anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now I am out. Now it's like, yo, what's going on? So,
but I wasn't like crazy about you going out until then. Like I never was like, why are you going out today?
No, that's not what I meant.
In
terms of meaning, what I'm trying to say is that it was uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? To a degree, to like, damn, you know, I'm more active as opposed to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing other experiences that don't involve you.
Yeah. Now that part,
you know what I mean?
That part I can definitely be like, cause like y'all used to go to the studio.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
And get the pizza
and that's how women are. You if you having fun and having happiness and enjoyment outside of me, women feel a certain type of way.
I'm like, well, damn, I want to go get pizza too.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but I get it. Yeah. I get it.
But. And I think too, just because like that was kind of like our thing, like because you didn't really know anything around here, like that was the thing. Like I was always putting you on to something new. So then, like when you like, yeah, Bruce, come here, da da da, and I'm like, oh, I want to go get pizza in the movies. So maybe a little bit. I'll give you that.
No, not maybe a little bit. It was.
It wasn't overarching. Like I honestly did not care. Like I was happy about y'all like hanging out and stuff. I ain't have no real problem until, So,
Gotcha.
But all that to say, I feel like I only told you because I was just like I've been itching to tell you, right? Like I've always wanted to be like, so, this one time, this is what I did. But like, I feel like now, cause like we just been talking about everything and anything that comes to mind, it was just a good time to talk about it.
Yeah, you've been a lot more open with certain things. You know how I noticed you was getting open to certain, like you was really like just open to just do whatever because we just got
time.
And I was like, yo, you want to watch that Michael Jordan documentary? And in my mind, you don't even fuck with sports like that.
No.
So I was like, she's like, yeah, let's watch that shit. And I'm like, oh, my nigga. Now, if anybody that haven't watched it, or anybody don't know fucking Michael Jordan, kill yourself.
What?
Straight up.
Don't say that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That if they don't know him.
Even this bums under the fucking Jackson Street Bridge that know Michael Jordan. If you don't know fucking Michael Jordan, what's your problem? But anyway, that fact, and if you just check it out, The Last Dance shit is dope. It goes through the last years that the three-peat Chicago Bulls, double three-peat Chicago Bulls, their last championship run. Super dope. Check it out. We're up. I guess this was like the second week. It's like episode 4.
Yeah, we're caught all the way up.
We caught all the way up. That shit's dope.
Yeah.
And when you started watching that, you were to get into that. I was like, yo, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. You know what I mean? And there's a bunch of other content we've been watching. We finally watched Tiger King, obviously.
Yeah. And we feel like, why did we watch it?
Why the hell did we watch it? Because we just been hearing so much about it.
Yeah. But remember at the end, we were like, why do we watch this? Because it didn't really give us no good
Maybe it's because you wanted justice. I wanted justice.
Yeah. I feel like Carol got away with murder.
Carol got away with everything. She was a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? She was doing the same shit.
She doing the same thing Joe was doing.
Joey and the other
She just had a nice name on it.
She just, sprinkled some shit on it.
She actually getting over because she is making millions of dollars non-profitly and not having to pay people because she's a nonprofit.
Oh, yeah, she's getting
she getting
volunteers.
More. She getting money. The people, yeah.
Yeah, she definitely got over, which was straight bullshit. But all of them motherfuckers was crazy, and I didn't really feel bad for anybody on there because they always doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
But the fact that Carol
is out
the fact that
scot-free.
she got over, and the writers on the wall, like
Carol Baskins
she
killed that
murdered
man.
that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Millionaires just don't disappear.
Yeah, no millionaires.
And millionaires
white millionaires at that.
At that. Millionaires just disappear and nobody's worrying about them and looking for him.
Yeah.
He ain't got family. The family's like, yeah, that bitch killed him. We looking for the, you know what I'm saying? The ex-wife, the daughter.
She probably killed him and the lion that ate him.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, ain't nobody investigating this hoe. You know what I'm saying? So
they think she the second coming.
Yeah, man. So that's just that shit right there. We could go in a lot on that. Mm-hmm. But there's other shows that we've been watching. We watched
Insecure, of course.
Insecure, of course, which is dope.
Barry's watching it this season with me.
I missed other ones. You know what I'm saying? The last time I watched it was that nigga was deep stroking. You know what I'm saying? Shorty at the end. Remember when they broke up?
Season
That's
one.
season 1. And he did that wasn't the African squat thrust from Baby Boy.
Nah.
He did some other shit.
Yeah.
Which was fire. You know what I'm saying? Like that was different.
It was like that.
That was the last time I saw it. But now watching it again, this new season, like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got a good
So
story.
I fuck with it. I fuck with Issa Rae. She's dope. Real good storytelling actress. And the other show we watched the other day, which we stayed up to almost 5 a.m, binge watching.
Oh yeah,
Outer Banks. Listen, the Outer Banks on Netflix. Check it out. Listen, I don't know if you into. Listen, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Because when you see the previews, you like, oh, what is this? What is this about?
Yeah.
But when you get into it, you like, God damn, this shit got deep. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
It's actually real good.
It's like Dawson's Creek meets like
the OC.
The OC meets like.
If you into that kind of shit, but it's a little bit darker.
Yeah,
than that.
darker.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't that? You know what I'm saying? That patchy shit. It's a little bit darker. It's dope. And what threw me off that I thought it was in a different setting than what it was supposed to be at. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was no South Carolina. I didn't know South Carolina had those type of vibes. You know what I'm saying? So that made me look like the vibes were so weird. Even Jasmine was like, "Shit, what year is this in? Do they got cell phones?
Yeah.
Do they got internet? Do they got social media?"
So this I think is an occupational hazard because I realize now that we film and edit, I can't look at stuff without looking at it from an editor standpoint or from like a production standpoint. So that's why like we were watching and we were like, well, where's this and where's that? Like, what year is this supposed to be in? Where's the technology? Why are they doing this? Why aren't they doing that? Like, and what's so crazy is I have always hated the people who do that. Like, why can't you just watch the show for what it is? Like, why must you, like, the critics that are like, yes, this show is supposed to be based in 2020, but they didn't have any of this. And I'm like, so what? Watch it for what it was, which I still did, but now I understand, like, why they do
People
that.
want a certain author, because when I went to read some of the, because you know on Facebook, nigga, after I watched all the Outer Banks, I went on Facebook, next thing you know, I see a fucking
the ad for
I'm like, nigga, y'all knew I watched this shit. You know what I'm saying? They watching. You know what I mean? They knew. Now I'm reading the comments. People's like, yeah, it's supposed to be at the real OBX, but it's not there. So people, I get it. Because if you from this area, where it's supposed to take place, you expect to see some authentic shit.
Like, they can't film something and it's supposed to be in Atlanta and we not see some Atlanta landmarks. Because everything is in Atlanta to me. So I'm like...
Which is fucking crazy. Jasmine is the type of nigga, she think every fucking movie from... Every fucking movie. It don't matter what year it is. Unless she see the Empire State Building, she knows it's in New York. But outside of that, like, she think everything's Atlanta. And I'm like, nigga, are you crazy?
But... I'm like 75% right. I have a good rate of rightness.
I say 60-40.
Oh, I'll give you that.
No.
Nah, it ain't no lower than that. It ain't 50-50.
It might be 50-50, my nigga.
You just a hater. That's all.
Nah, it might be 50-50.
Nah.
Because Jasmine, I swear it's every movie. But granted, maybe every movie from 2015 up, because it's so cheap to film, you know what I'm saying, movies in Atlanta.
Well, no, because there was that one old movie that we watched the other day.
You talking about RoboCop? I told you about RoboCop, nigga.
But it was filmed in Atlanta.
You didn't watch it with me. I just told you that I realized... Because I used to love RoboCop, not the remake, the original RoboCop, everybody.
It was
RoboCop
filmed in
2
Atlanta.
Was filmed in Atlanta, which I just realized, and I watched the movie like a month ago.
And we Googled it and looked up the IMDb for the locations.
I'm looking at shit, I'm like, God damn, that's the fucking Gulch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
the Gulch
shit.
Before it was the Gulch.
Yeah, so I'm watching shit. But anyway,
So I'm 60-40. We gonna keep it there. That's it.
Nah, it's lower than that. But... Yeah, you do be on that shit. You think everything's in Atlanta, and I'll be like, "Come on, Jasmine, you gotta do your Googles to make sure." Because even certain things, I'm like, Jasmine, that's not even. But in your mind, it is.
Yeah.
You're crazy. Crazy
Anyways.
as fuck. Yo, on another thing too, man. I was watching the NFL draft. And listen. I watched it, man, because I like to see niggas celebrate, you know what I'm saying? And I look for my team. You know, anybody that knows you watch your team, see who you drafted, especially if you got a high pick. You want to make sure that they got a good player. So my team drafted 4th. I'm a New York Giants fan. I was gravy. You know what I'm saying? I was good with our picks. But the real shit to watch during the fucking draft is to see these niggas, and what made this draft so special, because it's quarantine time. It's Corona time. They can't have the big draft. It was supposed to be in Vegas this year, and it couldn't have been in Vegas. It was supposed to be the new Vegas football stadium for the Raiders, because the Raiders moved from Oakland to Las Vegas
Officially this year.
So it was supposed to be there. Well, Corona, it's over. Fuck it. So now everybody's at home. So the NFL send all the players like these little cameras, they got a camera crew that goes there, so you get to see them reaction with their family at home.
So they had a camera crew and the cell phones.
Some of them, or certain players had a camera crew, like the high ones, like Tua. You knew he had a camera crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had the official shit. but other players just had the little setups, you know what I'm saying? And they prop it up and you get to see. So anyway, the real beauty of that shit was, but mind you, sometimes even without the corona, if it wasn't a pandemic, some players do stay at home. You know what I mean? Because not everybody's invited to the green room, like, you know, to go to the, you know, and you sit there, you know, sit there. So, but this time everybody's home. You know what I'm saying? So, but the real entertaining parts were the players that got picked, and they had their girlfriends with them. Maybe the parents was going crazy, and the cameras is on. You know what I'm saying?
Cameras.
National TV, people watching some ill shit. Like, some of the funniest shit is when some of these girlfriends of these football players are with them trying to be seen and make sure bitches see them there with this nigga. But little that they know, this is what we found. Bitches don't watch the draft, so you're not protecting yourself from no hoes. You just niggas is just seeing niggas like, damn, she out there like that. One girl grabbed a nigga phone. Yeah. One girl made sure she kissed him on camera. She waving.
My favorite parts were the moms, though.
The African mom?
Because I was like, well, even the moms that was like checking the girlfriends, like when the girlfriend grabbed the phone, the mama looked like,
nigga, what you doing?
And then when the girl was sitting on the boy's lap,
oh man,
I need the audio because I need to see because she was like,
it was a white girl.
She was just shaking.
The white girl got into the frame shot, just laying,
like hugging on him.
And it made it worse. However they positioned the camera,
you couldn't see him.
It was like, nigga, why was it so tight?
So tight.
You know what I'm saying? The girl's just laying. She's like laying, and the mom just pulled her up, yanked her.
You could tell the mama was like, get up.
Get the fuck up off him.
But then, like, she wasn't moving, so the mama, like, yanked her off. And then you could just see the mama's arm.
With the hands, you like, yo,
like,
heard some shit.
She telling her something like, if I tell you to get up, you get up. I shouldn't have to jerk you. You done made me have to jerk you on live national like, nigga. Something happened, and I need to know.
They had this one player, and I remember this vividly, because I told you, I was like, Jasmine, it's an African dude from Alabama.
Yeah.
And he was on the couch. He was with his family on the couch, and he's just there crying. And both his mom and his dad were runners, and they were in the Olympics, 96 in Atlanta. So it's a big thing. Like, you know, in his lineage, his mom and dad went to Auburn. His sister runs track at Auburn, and he, you know, ran track, and he played football, and he's getting drafted. So it was a big deal. Right. They showed all the storyline. It was a big deal. Next thing you know, he's on the thing crying. The mom is trying to grab him, and, son, this on. And the father says, move! Get off him! Get off him now!
Let him see that face!
Let him see his face! The camera's on! But in the African accent, shout out to my Africans, because I'm saying, y'all know, you know what I'm saying? And it was so funny. I'm just like, man, that's just like African dad. Like, come on! You gotta see! Get off him! Don't touch him!
Get off his face!
Don't touch him! You gotta see him!
They need to see my son.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's very entertaining, but niggas, like, it's just so crazy. Like, this women were just doing the most. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Making sure they seen, and it's not about you. Yeah. A part of it is they want to make sure people see them with them.
That they got somebody.
And they know,
but honey,
it's over.
You ain't safe.
Come to find, if it was me, ain't nobody coming. You know what I'm saying? If you know, especially if
it's over. I feel like to an extent, because I'm the same way, but I'm like, okay, now, if this were me and Barry told me he did not want me to come with him or be at his draft at his house, we got a problem. So I can understand that.
Niggas be realistic. Niggas, she's probably the hottest joint at the D1's college they at.
I hope
them niggas is about to go to the league. Unless she drop a baby, that disconnection might be done. Most of them niggas is about to drop these girls. When they get to the league, it's a wrap.
Well, I get that, but also, like, do you, like, it's almost like, do you want to, you don't know what's about to happen. Like, what if they love her at the moment? Like, why would I want to put, you know what I mean?
If he love her at the moment,
up with
that's cool.
The aftermath of me not having, like, you wouldn't want to put up with the aftermath of me not being at your draft.
I get that, but it's not about you. Get the fucking camera. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, me not being
don't try to grab my phone and they calling me to tell me I'm drafted.
Yeah, I don't
know what I'm saying?
What that was about.
And the homeboy had two phones, but she got to grab the bat phone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. His Batman phone and try to check. Get the fuck off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Back
the mama
up.
Was like,
what you doing, shorty? You know
watch your hands.
She already messed up.
Yeah.
She already other one. You know what I'm saying? To kiss on her, make sure she kiss him. He trying to put his hat on. Shorty, We know who this dude is. We don't got to make sure we see you with him.
Yeah.
We know he got a bad joint. You know what I'm saying? I would hope so.
Is, how did they do the whole thing with the hats too? Because like normally you get the hat when you're there. So
this is what I think. They send every hat to every play. They send because it's 30 teams. Oh, how many? Whatever. X amount of teams. They send all the fucking hats. So if you know because you never know if it's gonna be a trade. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah. So they send all the hats. Yeah. So whenever now you get drafted for that team, they give you that hat, and the rest of the hats
send them back.
Send them back, or they probably, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Sell them.
Yeah, that's what I think. Because remember, in the Super Bowl, they make everything for both teams.
Oh, yeah.
And the team that don't win, I think they give the...
America is gluttonous.
They give the shirts and stuff to underprivileged... I was going to say Africans. I'm sorry. I don't know why I was going to say that. That's wrong. That was rude. They give it to, like, unprivileged, you know what I'm saying? Underprivileged people. They give, like, the shirts of the losing team. I could have swore I saw, like, a documentary or something on that. Like, the team that don't win the Super Bowl, all they shirts and shit. Yeah. They donate them. I
wonder what happened to those for the Falcons that year when they played.
They burnt that shit. they don't want that shit. Nobody.
How about them Falcons?
Nobody want that shit. They probably burnt it, pissed on. They probably used it for toilet paper.
Right.
Man, if they would have kept those shit, we could use them now to wipe our asses during the corona.
Oh shit.
We could have.
That was rough.
Damn. Shout out to my niggas. Fuck with the Falcons. Wrong team.
Wrong team.
You fucking with the wrong ones.
Wrong team.
But
yeah. So we've had like a kind of eventful week on that front.
Couple of weeks since we recorded last. You know what I'm saying? We had family over, just kicking it. Nothing crazy. Haven't been out too much. You know what I'm saying? So we still maintaining.
We're not going to get nails done or hair done.
None of that bullshit. I don't care. I don't care what the governor says. Yeah. I'm not falling for the okie doke. You know what I mean? I'm not going to the Piedmont Park. I'm not having a fucking barbecue. I'm not grilling out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You're not catching me. I'm not falling for the bullshit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, as long as I got food in my crib, you know what I'm saying? Me and Jasmine good. We don't have to be out. We not going out.
Yeah.
We don't know how long this is gonna be, and our prayers go out to the people that this is affecting financially and health wise. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally, you know what I'm saying? If you feeling this pandemic in a negative way, our prayers go out to you. I know it's been tough. Everybody else that's doing all right, continue to take care of yourself, because we don't know how long this is going to be, and we don't know if the second wave might be worse than the first. You know what I'm saying? Especially if niggas ain't taking this shit seriously. Yeah. I know it's going to get worse because of the summertime, because niggas are going to be out. Yeah. And some niggas might be like, fuck it, we don't give a fuck, and we going out. And that's the worst thing that could happen, because nobody knows what the fuck to do.
I'm hoping we have the ban lifted by our birthdays, though.
I don't give a fuck.
I do.
I don't care. I do shit on my birthday anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like,
I just don't want to be cooped up until July.
No. Don't hold your breath, nigga. Because you would die before the corona catch you if you do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't do that to yourself. It's all good. Yeah. But that's it and that's that.
Yeah. So.
But appreciate y'all for listening. Oh, I'm sorry, Jasmine. I'm sorry. Close it out, sweetie.
No, I was going to let you do it.
Oh, no. I do it all the time. I do it all the time.
So we thank you guys for continuing to listen to us, to send us your comments, your thoughts, your ideas, when you think we're funny, when you think we're not, when you want to, give your insight on what we have said and done. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know what y'all want to hear. Let us know what y'all want to see. Just let us know, what we can do to make this show better and to keep it popping.
For sure.
And then as always, follow us at Love and Aperture Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and listen to us, Apple Music, Spotify, and you can watch us on YouTube.
Yes. And, you can use that word. You call niggas cocksuckers. Because, if you, go for it.
Give them the
context.
Know what I'm saying?
Give them the context first. But I'm going to continue to say it. But on that note, everybody be safe. And we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
We out.